Golden State's starting five. Backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. Moody is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Porzingis in at the center. And for the Knicks, we've got Josh Hart. Bridges out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's OG Anunoby, and it's Towns in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So, Greg, tonight is night 2 of the back-to-back. These can't be easy to play in.
Yeah, this is a test of will and really of conditioning as well. I expect there to be some big swings tonight. Should be a fun one.
Now, here's Hart. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him. Over Porzingis. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Hart. Towns has got the first points up on the board here for New York.
2-0.
Curry looking around. Podziemski with it. He's against Bridges. Clock at 6. Pass to Porzingis. Towns with the steal. Bridges shot. Good.
And there you see the basketball IQ Bridges has. Natural court sense. He knows exactly where to be.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
A bit ago, Mike Brown and I were able to chat. We discussed their matchup against Stephen Curry, and Coach told me we have to be active. We have to be intense. We need to deny him the ball and smother him when he does have it. We have to take away his breathing room. Well, we know what happens when you give Curry room to operate, guys. Back over to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Drains the three-pointer.
Oh, the value of having a 7-footer with that kind of range. Porzingis spacing the floor for them.
Here's Brunson on target from 13 feet.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, it's forcing them to guard at all 3 levels.
Now, here's Curry. He averages over 27 points a game and seems to always find a way to score.
Yeah, Curry's range is just unbelievable from anywhere on the floor. He is lethal.
And here is Hart after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on Porzingis. The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
The outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
First one falls for him.
And one of the game's elite shooters, and Towns' sweep stroke definitely extends to the free throw line.
And so he makes both from the line.
And having a big man like him who's efficient from the line used to be a luxury, but it's becoming more and more common.
Curry passes to Moody. Here's Podziemski. Outside Curry. 6 to shoot. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Hard against Curry. Brunson scanning the floor. Great D that time from Green.
Well, coaches really appreciate when guys defend with that kind of effort. Just a fantastic job protecting the rim.
And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. This game against Golden State is the first time they've met this season.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
Well, they're a great team, but you're going to lose a few, especially going up against a team you don't know that well.
Second round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
And the first one at the line is good.
And one area where Brunson's improved is in the clutch. He's a monster in crunch time. Nice to have a player you can depend on in those key situations.
And both free throws good for Brunson. Tim, some forget, prior to the success of Stephen Curry, the Warriors were not considered a top-tier franchise.
Well, before he arrived in 2009, this was one of the lowest all-time winning percentages, but they have built a dynasty, and they are now considered one of the most valuable franchises in all of sports.
And the shot goes in.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Now, here's Moody. He has yet to score. Sinks the three-pointer.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
The Knicks leading by 3. Hart outside. Here's Anunoby. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Golden State's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Pass to Moody. Now Green. Porzingis. Now here's Moody. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Now Towns. Oh, and the jam by Towns.
Oh, Karl Anthony Towns with a little extra emphasis on that one.
That's a great look at that move from the Connecticut Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Warriors trail by 5. Pass to Porzingis. And here is Curry. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that's not a horrible shot for him to take, but you could still probably find a higher percentage shot.
Now, here's Moody. After the miss from Karl Anthony Towns. Some nice passing by Golden State. And here's Green outside. Drills the three-pointer.
And when the 3 is going for Green, it's a terrific sign for this offense.
Bridges outside. Brunson with it. His last outing, he had 8 points. Anunoby, no good.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
Back to Green. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Porzingis has got 5 now.
A sensational shooter. Porzingis really is a unicorn.
Towns, a screen on Curry. Brunson with a clean look. New York, no good that time either. The Warriors have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Porzingis finds Moody. Now Podziemski. Floats one up. Shoots over Bridges. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
And normally that's an easy 2 for him. I'm surprised he missed that one.
Down low, here's Hart, and Hart throws it down.
Not a ball stopper on the wing. Bridges with the help.
Here's Podziemski, defended by Bridges. Here's Curry, back to Podziemski. Off target from outside. New York's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Wasted no time on that one. Now it's a 4-point New York lead. Pass to Podziemski. Here's Curry. Porzingis, defended by Towns. Now Podziemski, just 5 to shoot. Off target from three-point range.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
Hart outside. Pass to Bridges. A 3 ball. The Warriors pull it in.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Pajemski. Porzingis with a screen on Bridges. Shot by Pajemski, no good.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
That's good from Bridges on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got 3 assists now in this one. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
Warriors call a timeout.
So for the Knicks, Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Towns. Clarkson comes in for Josh Hart. And it's Jose Alvarado in for Jalen Brunson. Here's Melton. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. To end the run. And that's 2 points on the layup.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
New York leading by 5. Now Alvarado. Last game, 26 points. A slam dunk by Robinson.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
Now, here's Melton. Horford inside the line. Robinson pulls it in.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Left side, Clarkson. Goes to the reverse layup and packs it in. And the Knicks lead by 9.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks a lot. OG Anunoby is so disruptive. He's led the league in steals. And he said, I want to be the defensive player of the year. I've always thought I was the best defender in the league. I'm athletic enough, strong enough, and smart enough to defend every single position. Guys, back to you.
Very confident. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. Warriors trail by 9. Pass to Melton. Now here's Green. Horford with the screen on Anunoby. And again, no good by Golden State. Fires the 3. Al Horford with the rebound. And so Horford will bring it up for Golden State. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
Well, there's no hiding the fact they didn't play their best. They had a couple of runs, but they just couldn't really string anything together consistently.
Hits it from three-point range.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
So far, a great game plan and great execution, but we still have a long way to go.
Now, here's Melton. 17 points for him last game against San Antonio. Here's Richard. No good, unable to end this run.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pass to Robinson. Back to Clarkson. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Well, the score reflects it. They've just been the better team all the way around.
And here's Melton. Shoots the 3, and Green slams it in.
Well, a lot of miles on those legs, but Green can still get up occasionally to flush it.
Robinson sets a screen for Clarkson. Lobbed up there for Robinson. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Melton passes to Horford. Over Robinson. Horford, no luck.
trying to do a little too much with that fadeaway. There wasn't anyone near him.
And it's Alvarado in the corner. Out to the right wing. Jacks up a three. Good on the triple. Alvarado's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Knicks.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
That is just beautiful ball movement. Unselfish basketball.
And so it's the New York Knicks out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. Their transition game has been in full effect. Back to the action in just a minute. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And the Knicks guys have been rolling right along here, haven't they?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, the energy was there. The communication was there. I think they can build on this going forward.
Towns is out there with Landry Shamet. Then it's Jose Alvarado. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Robinson in at the 5, down low. They're the group New York will start the second with. And he knocks down the first one. Hey, Tim, what are some of the keys to sticking around for role players fighting to remain at the NBA level?
Well, if you are a role player in this league, you need to understand you need to work at everything, but be exceptional at something. And I think that's the key. Growing up, all of these guys were stars. Now you've got to fit in and understand on a given night what your role is.
And your thing, your sensational aspect was your three-point shooting.
You've got to do it better than anybody else, Kevin. It's got to be at an elite level because there are guys out there waiting to take your job.
And you were elite. Here's Melton after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. Pass to Porzingis. Shot clock at 6. To the wing right side. Here's Melton. Misses the 3.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Connects from three-point range.
A fine shooter from deep. Clarkson has a good feel for when to let it fly.
Melton feeling it out a bit. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
The Knicks leading by 18. Here's Towns. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Towns has got 4 points this quarter.
A prolific inside scorer since his first day in the league. Towns gets the job done down low.
Horford in the post, defended by Towns. Horford kicks to Richard. Outside, Horford. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. Clarkson for 3. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. Robinson's got 3 assists in the game.
45-22.
Horford sets a screen for Melton. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Clarkson. 10 points for him. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, they've gotten the matchup they want every time up the floor, and they have taken advantage of that.
Now, here's Melton. Over to the wing. Porzingis against Robinson. Right side, Porzingis. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Porzingis has got 11 points.
And because he can score from all over the floor, Porzingis can find space inside. That's not the case for most 7-footers.
Here's Alvarado. 6 points for him. And it's sent back by Horford. Now, here's Melton. He's defended by Alvarado. And that one is good.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
And GA, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
For the Knicks, Anunoby, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. Mikal Bridges comes in for Clarkson, and it's Jalen Brunson in for Jose Alvarado. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. The kick out to Anunoby. From outside, off the mark. Warriors trail by 21. And here's Porzingis for a three. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
He is totally locked in offensively and doing everything he can to bring his team back.
Towns a screen on Curry. And here's Brunson outside. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive play.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Now here's Porzingis over Robinson. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And that's 18 points for Porzingis. Pass to Towns. That falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson. Brunson's got 4 assists now tonight. Warriors have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. And they call an illegal screen here. Just a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last several months for Karl Anthony Towns.
Look, sometimes you go up, sometimes down, and the trend has been on the downward side in terms of his average points per game. And a variety of factors can be the culprit. And a lot of times you focus on the efficiency more than just pure point output.
Now, here's Bridges. He's got 7. And here is Green. Pass to Melton. Outside Curry. From outside the arc. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down. New York leading by 21. To the middle. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
And how about the game from Towns? The combination of that height and shooting probably unmatched in the NBA.
Now here's Curry. Pass to Santos. 6 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Green against Towns. Robinson a screen on Green. Knocks down the 3-ball. Towns has got 12 now in this quarter.
Towns has one of the best 3-point strokes of any big man in the league. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Robinson. Moody's checked in for Golden State. Podziemski's coming in for Melton. Curry with it. Green finds Moody. Back to Green. Porzingis sets the pick for Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. Pass to Pajemski. Outside, Porzingis. Trying to end the drought. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Tim, one thing about the NBA, there is never a shortage of exciting young players to watch and cover. Who are you excited about in watching them grow and take it from this point forward?
Well, I love two big lead guards. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Cade Cunningham certainly come to mind. Both of those guys are established stars in this league, and yet there is still so much more they can add to their games. The sky is the limit.
And they seem to have the right attitude. Am I right in your assessment?
They are guys that everybody wants to play with. They're mature as leaders as well.
And he's good on the second.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Now, here's Bridges. He's coming off a 22-point game against the 76ers in Philadelphia. Towns, the pass to Hart. New York needs to get off a shot. Anunoby, no good.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
And he doesn't have to do it alone. He's got 4 teammates on the floor.
Now, I thought the creativity there from Porzingis, he wanted to make that one sting a little.
And here are the Knicks now. The Warriors making the shot. Here's Brunson. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Here's Pajemski. No scoring in this one. Porzingis against Towns. Out of bounds, New York takes possession. And a moment here to check out who the Golden State Warriors have coming up. On Thursday, they'll be matching up with Jason Tatum and the Boston Celtics. Then on Sunday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets.
And for that matchup against the Grizzlies, this is a game that they are expected to win, but sometimes those are the kind of games where you get a little bit sloppy and start looking ahead. Either way, they'll need to put in tremendous effort to walk away with the victory.
Now, here's Hart. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Brunson. Good on the bucket. Brunson's got 11.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
And Coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
Yeah, physically they are being overwhelmed in the paint right now. That can be hard to fix because it's a personnel issue.
The Warriors making a switch here. Santos is checked in. Let's take a moment to see the squads that have been the most dominant on the glass this season. The Knicks 4th.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success.
Pass to Moody. Outside Curry. A three-pointer is right on target. 6 points for him.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
And we see Brandon Pajemski. He's been a valuable player, Tim, since his first day in the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, he's just the type of guy every team could use. He's a winner, high IQ, a hustle player who connects the game, and he can hit shots from deep.
And Brunson gets it to go.
He's got it going here in the second, gaining momentum as this game continues to go.
37.
Pass to Green. Outside for Curry. Stolen by Brunson. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thank you. The Knicks are able to play 5 out, and Josh Hart told me they surrounded Jalen Brunson with guys who can shoot, guys that command attention. He's able to expose that, scoring the ball and being unselfish. The court is wide open. Guys?
Tons of spacing. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connecticut cam, brought to you by AT&T. And it's the Warriors with the ball. Pass to Pajemski. Golden State moving the ball around. Here's Curry. Brunson covering. Inside. Stolen by Robinson. To the inside. Here's Hart. Takes it off the glass. Hart's got 6.
And they've repeatedly broke inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Pass to Moody.
The first half, 2 minutes.
Here's Curry with the 3. That one's good. Just his 3rd make. Brings him to 3 for 8 in this game.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Bridges, no one around him. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
1:32 left here in the second. Here's Pajemski. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Defensive.
And they haven't worked it inside as much as they did earlier in the game. Now that they have the lead, they don't seem as determined to pound it down low.
One shot.
And that one misses.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Brunson finds Hart. Back to Brunson. The 3. And again, New York with the triple.
Was starting to stretch the floor. That's 2 triples for him this quarter.
Knicks lead, 74.
Pass to Moody. Here's Santos. Nothing on the board. Here's Curry. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Brunson. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Curry against Brunson. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Now here's Curry. He's got 11. Green with a screen on Brunson. A 3-pointer off the mark. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for the Knicks. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Here's Brunson. Up and in on the layup. Brunson's got 20.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Jalen Brunson has been on display for New York. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more. Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
Here with Coach Steve Kerr, your defense struggling to contain them in the first half. How do you remedy it?
We got to get back in transition, and we got to make them feel us. You know, they're just running anything they want. We've got to at least disrupt the stuff they're trying to do.
Thank you, Coach.
That, and folks, we'll be back with you after this short halftime break. So don't go away.
Arena Entertainment.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
And for that game against the Pistons, what a huge one that'll be. Facing off against the best in the East. Two elite teams going at it. Emotions will be riding high, so we're going to see who's poised to win this game.
And let's move on now to that first half. Obviously, a lot of work to do for Golden State.
They're getting destroyed inside. I'm pretty sure even Kenny could get a layup on them right now.
Shaq, I'd get a layup on you every time. You know what I'm saying? Like, my pick and roll game was just phenomenal.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Porzingis having a dominant impact in this game.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
And for the Warriors, they're shooting the ball at 42%, setting the floor for the Warriors. Backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Green, and it's Moody in at the small forward. And he nails the jumper. Moody's got his second bucket tonight. The Knicks shooting the lights out in this building, 68% from the field. Hart with a screen on Curry. Hart outside. Towns down low. He's against Porzingis. Unloads from 9. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Hart. Hart's got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight.
46.
Brunson against Curry. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Porzingis against Towns. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Keep getting it to this man. I mean, once Porzingis catches fire, there is no putting that out.
Now Brunson. He's got 20. Shot clock at 6. He gets that one. Brunson's got 22 points.
Amazing floater from Brunson. He continues to show how dangerous he can be.
Pass to Podziemski. Now here's Porzingis, defended by Towns. Porzingis inside. Towns on him. Here's Podziemski. Offline with his 3. Now the Knicks with it. Towns kicks to Brunson. Back to Towns. Porzingis with the block.
And there was a time when Porzingis was good for several rejections at the rim like that per game. Most would-be scorers have learned that about him.
And if you get a look like that, you better take advantage of it.
Hart outside. Here's Brunson. The Warriors pull it in. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Back to Green. Golden State moving it around. Porzingis with a screen on Anunoby. With the shot. Porzingis can't hit.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Brunson right side. Towns sets the pick for Bridges. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
One tough customer. Bridges fighting for the basket in close.
Pass to Podziemski. Takes the three. Bangs home the trifecta. Podziemski's got 7 points.
You have to stay connected with him out there or he will roast you.
Towns a screen on Curry. And Brunson, here we go. And he makes that one.
This is the player that Brunson has become. He's capable of carrying the load offensively on any given night.
Green with a screen on Brunson. Curry kicks to Green. Porzingis inside, defended by Towns. Sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis.
A knockdown shooter, really from anywhere on the floor. Porzingis knows he has the green light to fire from there.
Hart outside, back to Brunson. Shoots over Curry, and there's Brunson. That's good on the assist by Hart.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
Pass to Moody. And here's Porzingis, defended by Towns. Porzingis against Towns. Buries it down low. Porzingis has got 6 points in the quarter. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. Bridges shot, good.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
57.
Pass to Podziemski. Now here's Curry. Porzingis inside. Towns on him. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
And a little contact won't go a long way against Porzingis. What a display of physicality.
Now Towns. Started by Porzingis. Porzingis with the block. Pass to Curry. And another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
Great footwork there by Curry, getting his body in a position to go up and finish inside.
Anunoby outside. Hart outside. Here's Brunson. Lays it up off the glass. Brunson's got 28 points for the game.
And defensively, if you are not on point, Brunson more than capable of finishing inside.
Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. There's the screen. This one for 3. Knicks with the rebound.
Well, his poor shooting hasn't helped them much, but you can't point the finger solely at him for why they're behind.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. Brunson's got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, he has dictated the tempo this entire quarter, getting basically whatever he wants offensively.
Here's Moody. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Green's got 3 assists now in this one. And from technical fouls, Tim, to flagrant fouls, it always seems like Draymond Green is walking that line and in the crosshairs.
Walking that line or stomping on that line. I don't know what, but it's where he seems to want to live. You love that competitive fire. You just have to make sure it doesn't cross the line where he hurts his team.
But don't you think he knows exactly what he's doing at all times?
He understands most officials don't want to give him that second technical, that's for sure.
Porzingis passes to Curry. And another 3 for Golden State.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The 3-pointers just continue to flow.
Here's Brunson. And the layup falls. Brunson's got 12 points now in the quarter.
And defense is all over Brunson inside, but still manages to outmaneuver them for the deuce.
Porzingis with a screen on Brunson. Curry outside. It's rebounded by New York.
Not quite enough defense That time around, just lucky he was off.
And Hart throws it down.
That's great use of the bounce pass in that situation to make sure the ball got there.
Porzingis sets the pick for Curry. Outside, Green. Porzingis inside, defended by Towns. And that one, good. Porzingis has got 10 points in just the second half.
And he is doing everything he can to keep his team in it, trying to lift his teammates up.
Here's Brunson, and Hart has it in the corner. It's stolen by Green. Podziemski with it. He's against Bridges. Podziemski's shot is good.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Here comes the Knicks City Answers, everyone.
And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks.
City Answers.
And let's take this chance to break out the real stats, real scores from the real NBA and the list of the league's leading teams in steals. In third, the Warriors.
You can't get careless with the basketball against this group. I mean, they'll pick your pocket, and no surprise to see them in the upper echelon as far as steals.
Alvarado passes to Clarkson. For 6, he's yet to miss from the field.
And savvy inside play by Clarkson, getting himself a look right at the basket.
And it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson.
And a quick review, looking at some numbers here for Horford. Averaging about 7 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. We know that he can come up with the occasional big play, but his overall numbers haven't been impressive.
Yeah, truthfully, I think his numbers are fine, but in talking to him, he thinks they should be even better.
Fires from deep. Melton, no good. The Knicks shooting 69%, showing you what a well-oiled offense looks like tonight. Pass to Alvarado. Here's Hukporti.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
New York moving it around. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Nice job by Clarkson moving the ball there. His coaches would like to see a little more of that.
Spencer, the pass to Melton. And here is Horford. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Knicks?
The mid-range game has been there for them all game long, and that old-school approach still getting it done in this one.
And they've also done an outstanding job scoring in the paint, getting close looks and just pounding them inside.
Free throw good, Horford. So, Tim, you ended your NBA career a little bit early because of knee problems, and at 34, you made the transition to broadcasting and have excelled so much. What has that journey been like?
Well, certainly, Kevin, I wish I could have played another handful of years, but you're right. The knee injury forced me into this line of work, and I'm blessed and grateful because I can stay connected to the game. I get to watch it every night with a front row seat, and hopefully I get to make people a little bit smarter about what they're watching.
Oh, you do, believe me. You definitely do. Elton kicks to Richard. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Robinson's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Clarkson on the wing. He's guarded by Melton. The shot by Clarkson, no good. And so Horford will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Pass to Melton. Lets it go with a 3. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
Well, you have a feeling this would be a completely different game if it wasn't for his brutal shooting performance.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
74.
Now, here's Melton. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. New York ahead, delivering the blowout. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, he made the right play. It didn't have to be a highlight reel play, and that's all you can ask from any position.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Landry Shamet. Jose Alvarado is out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then it's Robinson. And it's Diawara in at the 4 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. Now, here's Shamet. D right on him. This seems to be an era, Tim, of parity in the NBA, but some say there has been a lack of rivalries as well, kind of the culprit.
Well, I think it's tough to have rivalries as often now because you need some sort of a history in the postseason, and I just don't think we've had it. Kevin, also, I think it's because some of the stars have changed teams as frequently as they have, makes those rivalries less likely.
Can you think of the last real rivalry we've had in the postseason, even going to the finals?
I think it has to be Steph's Golden State Warriors and LeBron's Cleveland Cavaliers, 4 straight finals appearances.
And he comes up with the deuce.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Warriors shooting at 50% in a decent groove. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. Hits the difficult fadeaway jumper. Porzingis has got 33.
Well, as a team, they've been coming up short, but his pure scoring mentality as an individual has been unshakable.
Clarkson bounce pass. Here's Shamet, and he's good on the 3-ball. Shamet's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Outside, Porzingis. And the shot goes down. Porzingis has got 35 in the game.
And bringing the aggression and the energy, two things you like to see from Porzingis.
Outside, Robinson. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. There's Shamet, good, and the assist goes to Robinson.
And the defense just has no answers for him right now. With each made basket, the more his confidence continues to grow.
Melton passes to Porzingis. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Yeah, he goes to the fadeaway right there. I think he thought the defense was a little bit closer.
New York's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Here's Clarkson. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
Here's Melton. Drains it from beyond the arc.
That's his first 3 of the night. Maybe something to build on.
The Knicks have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Robinson sets a screen for Clarkson. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. 19 points in the game.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, be more in store.
Pass to Melton. So, Tim, in the past, it's always been accepted that the veteran-laden teams would have an edge. But I don't know if we're seeing that as much now. What do you think?
Well, I think you used to see a lot more continuity with rosters across a number of years, but nowadays, much shorter contracts means you have teams that evolve and change more regularly than ever before.
Almost feels like you got to be more nimble as a franchise than ever before.
You absolutely have to have much more forethought because you keep these groups together for a shorter period of time.
Clarkson, no good on the free throw.
And a guy who's bounced around the league a bit, Clarkson tightened up his game, and now he is a key factor in what this team does.
Curry with the bucket.
And that's his second three of the half and his fifth overall, really lighting it up.
Alvarado with it. Robinson finds Clarkson. Back to Robinson. And finished off by Robinson. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
He just powered that one.
One of the game's top dunkers. Pass to Porzingis. And he uses the glass on the layup. Porzingis has got 39.
And the offense starting to click for them this half. They've raised that field goal percentage quite a bit since the break.
Here's Alvarado. Pass to Hukporty. Here's Clarkson for three. Up and in. That's his 10th make in the contest. He has only taken 13 shots.
It's been a modest night scoring so far. Maybe that shot will encourage him to get some more looks.
Curry passes it to Melton. Green with a screen for Melton. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. New York's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Tim, as we look at the area of modern medicine, isn't it amazing how it's helping extend playing careers?
Yeah, it's really incredible, Kevin, how these procedures now are so much less invasive. Guys come back sooner and they're able to play longer. Just look at Klay Thompson gifting his 2022 championship ring to the doctor who performed his Achilles surgery. Now that's the kind of impact these doctors are having.
It really is amazing. And that one falls for Robinson. And the Knicks making a change here. Shamet's checked in. Moses Moody, he's checked in for Golden State. Podziemski's coming in for Melton. He's off on the second. One of the best defenders of his generation. Tim, do you think Draymond Green will be a surefire Hall of Famer?
Well, he's a former Defensive Player of the Year, and not to mention a key contributor on 4 Warriors championship teams. Kevin, he will be in the Hall of Fame, no question.
Clarkson outside. Count the basket. Clarkson's got 14 points here in the second half.
The man is a microwave. This team loves Clarkson's take charge attitude when it comes to scoring.
And it's Green missing. The Knicks have gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth, 8 of 12. Here's Kolek. Clarkson taking his time here. A beautiful reverse layup. Clarkson's got 12 now in this quarter.
Well, unless the defense adjusts, I don't see any change here. He has flat out taken over this game with his scoring.
Outside, Porzingis. Tim, the NBA is always changing, but any predictions for the league that you kind of feel we're going to see around the corner?
Yeah, Kevin, I just think the influx and the impact of international players is going to be even stronger going forward. I think a lot of guys have seen the success that those players have had in the NBA, and hopefully it inspires even more great players internationally to want to play this great game.
And for a short time, you played overseas. You saw a lot of them firsthand.
I sure did, and I was in France well before the French influx really hit this league, but I knew then that was the goal.
Ariel Forty, first personal foul, first team foul. Moses Moody at the line, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Moody heads them both. New York's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the 4th. Here's Clarkson. Pass to Shamet. There's the 3. Draymond Green grabs the miss.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
Hits the 3-point bomb.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
Clarkson outside. Shoots over Podziemski. New York missing again. Golden State's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the 4th quarter so far. Pass to Moody. From deep. Podziemski's shot is good. Podziemski's got 5 points now this quarter.
Pure determination here, guys. A 4th quarter run that has them looking better and better as we get ready for the stretch run.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's defended by Podziemski. Here's Dadier. Cans it from downtown. Dadier's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Pass to Podziemski.
131.
Some nice passing by Golden State here. Now Curry for the 3, and the 3 ball is good. Curry's got 25 points.
The defense a step slow. You can see the result.
Clarkson outside. Teardrop shot. That one goes in. Clarkson's got 30 points.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Well, the volume has been there, but so has the efficiency, which is why they're in control of this game.
Podziemski, good, and Curry gets the assist. Podziemski's got 15 points here in the second half. Pass to Dadier. Greg, when it comes to All-Star Weekend, which event do you look forward to the most?
It's got to be a 3-point contest, right? No judges, no half-hearted defense. There's a purity to it that I just appreciate.
And it's Podziemski in the corner. Moody finds Green. Now here's Curry beyond the arc. And another 3 for Golden State.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for New York.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And this will make it 36 wins on the year for them.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jordan Clarkson.
Really impressive what he did tonight. Total control of the offense, dropping dimes. They're going to look for him to lead the way again tonight.
Pass to Dadier. Here's Kolek. And here is Shannon. Porzingis with the block.
And just fast off the floor to challenge shots. Porzingis, this helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
The assist, Stephen Curry.
Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Porzingis with the block. And here is Moody. Now Podziemski. Outside Curry. There's a good screen. Misses the J after tricking the D with the nifty pass there. So no problem for New York as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
I'm here with Karl Anthony Towns, and Karl, it was a bit of a shootout out there, but you got it done. How special to you was this win?
I mean, it was big for a team that shoots threes like they do. It's about continuing to just keep playing hard and find ways to win, and we found a way to win tonight.
It's all about finding a way. Thanks, Kat.
And as always, Allie, thank you so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Jordan Clarkson.